This is cinema. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you guys know that very annoying AMC video that plays right before the movie starts with Nicole Kidman, where she's talking about why we come to the movies. Well, this is what she's talking about. This movie is cinema. This is exactly the kind of summer blockbuster that we have been needing. Movies like this are why I am such a movie guy to begin with. And I know we were supposed to consider Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning to be the official start of summer blockbuster season. Some people might even call Thunderbolts that, but it's this movie. It is F1. This is the start of the summer blockbuster season. We've officially arrived, and this is looking to be a much better year than the very timid 2024 summer blockbuster season. Let's discuss F1. F1 races have been getting wildly popular lately, and I can't help but think that it might be something to do with that Netflix series Drive to Survive. That show gives viewers an inside behind-the-scenes look at these people that they really enjoy, and it's given people a reason to connect to the sport. Once you know the players a little bit better, you get a bit more drawn to the sport itself. So given that increase in popularity, it's no wonder that Apple TV decided to give duo Ehan Kruger and Joseph Kosinski the green light to bring us this next level epic movie. F1 stars Brad Pitt, Damson Idris, Javier Bardem, Kerry Condon, Tobias Menzies, and Sarah Niles. This is a fantastic cast, and I'm just saying, whoever thought to put Javier Bardem and Brad Pitt together in a movie, that was some smart stuff. So to sum this movie up in a quick way without including spoilers, this movie is about a former F1 driver named Sonny Hayes. He is called out of retirement to help a team that is really struggling. They can't even get in the top 10. Team Apex has a rookie driver named Joshua Pierce, who is by his own right quite talented, but he's cocky, he's arrogant, and he's not able to pull off the wins that Javier Bardem really needs Apex to get, because it's starting to look like he's going to lose his team if they don't get some kind of a victory. Brad Pitt fits into his role like a glove, and he brings Sonny to life in a way that really I feel like only Brad Pitt could really do. Much like his character in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Brad Pitt has completely transformed himself. He is Sonny Hayes. I believed every single second of it, and I think that this was a role written very perfectly for Brad Pitt. Because in this role, he really captures that wisdom and experience that really only age can give you, and I think that it is kind of alluding to him as an actor. He is not the spring chicken he used to be. He's not Mr. Hotshot. He's still very popular, and I think that there's still a demographic out there that finds him to be quite attractive, but he's not that same guy. And with that time, in that aging process, he has naturally evolved as an actor. He's become well more versed in things. He just understands Hollywood a lot better. And I feel like Sonny Hayes is just like that, only a racer. Damson Idris plays the cocky young guy, and I think he pretty much nails today's youth. Actually, if you really think about it, it's pretty easy to imagine that Sonny Hayes, when he was younger, the same age as Joshua, he was probably very similar. It had to be really fun going toe to toe with a legend like Brad Pitt, and Damson does not struggle, not one bit. He holds his own in a way that is just awesome to behold. The chemistry between these two is rock solid, even when it's not going well for Sonny and Joshua and they are at each other's throats. The chemistry between these two actors is so intense, so raw, so easy to get grabbed into. The supporting cast in this movie is also equally awesome. Javier Bardem, I mean, there's never been any doubt in my mind when I see him in a performance that he's going to deliver something very, very awesome. He really wowed everybody in that movie, No Country for Old Men. I kept actually thinking about Skyfall when I was watching this movie, and I was like, damn, this guy knows how to bring some iconic characters to life. He was so epic in that movie, and he's really epic in this movie. I really believed that he was a CEO or an owner, a team owner that was really struggling to keep a grasp on his team. He really wanted to make sure that things are working, and I believed all of that. And by the way, he and Brad Pitt also have some fantastic chemistry. These two are former race partners, so they have a lot of long history between each other, and you really it sold so well. Kerry Condon is also really awesome in this movie. She, as well as many others in this movie, have really good scenes with Brad Pitt. That guy kind of gets around, doesn't he? It is just an all-around impressive cast, and I cannot stop loving this ensemble. It was just brilliant choices by the creative casting director to bring this combination of people together. And of course, that really does all come down to the director bringing out these fantastic performances from these really talented actors. Do you guys remember when Top Gun Maverick came to cinemas and we were still in the midst of COVID a little bit? It was starting to, wean out, and we were starting to try to get back to normal, but theaters were struggling. And then Top Gun Maverick came out and just blew away everyone's expectations and delivered the best movie during the COVID pandemic, and maybe even since. I don't know, I haven't looked up the numbers, but this is that same director. Joseph Kosinski is the one that brought us that fantastic movie, and he did the same quality epicness with this movie F1. At this point, Joseph Kosinski really knows how to stretch a budget, how to shoot really awesome action, and how to write a story that keeps audiences hooked. He's a director that, much like Christopher Nolan and Denis Villeneuve, I can't say his last name, so I'm not going to try, I just call him Denis Villeneuve, but like those two legendary, awesome directors, I keep an eye out for anything with Joseph Kosinski's name on it. When I saw Hans Zimmer's name pop up in the opening credits for this movie, I knew, wow, this movie is going to be even better than I thought. I absolutely loved this movie, and by the way, the experience in IMAX was something to behold. This is the kind of movie that IMAX was made for. It took up the entire screen, which is a really nice change, because a lot of times they have movies that say that they're filmed for IMAX, but then you still have that black bar for most of the movie. No, this movie was all huge, and the Atmos track was remarkable. It really did sound like that announcer was coming from above you. You heard all kinds of powerful sound effects. The camera work in this movie is solid. You are on the track with these cars. You are in the cockpit with these drivers. It's just a really remarkably filmed movie, and it's so god dang entertaining. In summary, this movie is very much worth a trip to the cinemas. I loved almost everything about this movie. It could have been a little bit shorter, but if it had been shorter, we would have missed out on some quality stuff. Not to mention, yes, it's a little bit longer, but all that time was spent very efficiently. I didn't get bored, not one time during this movie. So for me, this movie is a 9.5 out of 10. That's my thoughts on this movie. If you saw it, go ahead and put your thoughts on it in the comments. I really do hope people take the time to go see this movie in cinemas. And if you can afford it, and if you're near one, seeing this in IMAX is not going to be a waste of time, not by any stretch of the imagination. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to hear more things from me, subscribe to this channel. Later.